Hello there, how you all doing today? It's Alan Emmons here, back with another video. Today we're going slightly back in time to I think 2002 with the Resident Evil 1 remake. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because I want to revisit the Resident Evil 1 remake, because in my opinion it is just the best remake that Capcom have ever done. So, and I really enjoy the game, and you know it's a fantastic game. So, without further ado, it's not wasting any time. It's just cracking, and let's see what we're talking about. Let's get it. Yeah, exactly. You know, my words exactly. My thoughts exactly. A classic never dies, and that is just so true. The classics never ever die.
As I creep through the familiar...
This is like it's the attention to detail that makes this Resident Evil 1 remake, such a a brilliant remake. It's the best. I know I've heard about Resident Evil 4 the remaking, and I'm thinking after Resident Evil 3 remake, I'm not really impressed. But if only they kept to this kind of premise with the remakes, but for Resident Evil 2, 3 remake, kept to its original like fixed camera angles and stuff like that, but with much better graphics and stuff like that, then it could have been, a lot better than what we got. Resident Evil 2 remake was okay, but it still felt, I don't know, it just felt rushed a little bit, and it just didn't feel the same as Resident Evil 2 OG. It didn't feel like that how that used to. The remake. It just seemed just a bit too short, and it just didn't feel like how how Resident Evil 2 OG used to feel. So it just didn't give you that. But it's still good. But Resident Evil 3 remake, sometimes I as much as I want to love it, but I just can't. There's just something about it that just, I go to play it and I think, no, I don't really want to play it. And then, there's just, but what I'm trying to say is, if only Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 remake, kept, stayed like this with the fixed camera angles and because this Resident Evil 1 remake is an absolute classic, it's a masterpiece, and that is what I absolutely love about it. And it's the best remake that Capcom's ever done to add, because it just adds a bit more, planning. It's like, and then because if you know that you've dropped a zombie and you haven't disposed of the body, you haven't, right? And then it just makes you want to think, which route should I take? Should I actually go through that and risk getting attacked by the transformed in zombie into a Crimson Head? Do I take the risk and risk getting injured or killed? Or should I take a more scenic route and try and work around it, take another path around to avoid, it keeps on. The only thing I will say about the remake is the other character, Barry Burton. I didn't like his character model. It just didn't look like Barry. But then again, we do say, as I say that, but how do we really? We don't really know what Barry looks like, because it's a bit difficult to take what Barry really looked like from the original 1996 Barry model because he was just a load of pixels. You couldn't really, it's a bit difficult to tell. So I think I do think that they could have done a better job with with Barry's mod because he ain't even got a beard.
This HD remastered edition of Resident Evil looks pretty good on new-gen consoles, thanks to 1080p resolution and some nicely touched-up backgrounds and textures, with the PC version offering the highest settings and a nifty option to switch between 60 and 30.
The original tank controls, it's much easier than trying to use an analog stick on the control pad. It's just so awkward. So I recommend if you can play this game for the first time, stick to the original tank control setup because using the analog stick for this game I find it too awkward. I don't know. But I think that for this, I want to revisit this again. Resident Evil 1 remake because it's such a classic. It's such great graphics, great textures, and it's just this is like the best remake that Capcom has ever made, and as far as I'm concerned, or it probably will be the best remake that Capcom ever made. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. If you like this video, then do feel free to smash the thumbs up. I really do genuinely appreciate that. It really helps out the channel. And if you want to see more videos like this, like reactions, gameplay, streams, and vlogs and stuff like that on this channel, then do consider smashing that subscribe button, hit the bell so you get notified when I upload more videos. If you have any recommendations, do feel free to drop them in the comments down below. I look forward to checking them out. So till then, be safe, and I'll see you again in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye for now. Cheers.